Has there been anything in your life that you enjoy doing, such as reading a book, playing a sport, or even fishing? I know we all do, and mine is German soccer. I love to play, but most importantly, I love rooting for my favorite team, which is FC Bayern Munich. According to FIFA.com, the 2014 World Cup had a total of 3.2 billion viewers, compared to the 111.5 million who viewed the Super Bowl in the same year. Before joining the military, I never actually paid any attention to soccer. I always thought it was one of the most boring sports created. One person passes the ball to another person and passes it back to him and hopes to get the ball through the net past the goalkeeper. Usually, the games would end in a low scoring, if any goals at all. Unlike football, American football, where the goal is to get more touchdowns than the other team had. Well, after joining the military in 2010 and getting stationed in Germany, and after spending quite a few months here, I realized that German soccer is everything to the German people. When I sit down and watch a game of soccer, whether it be in an actual stadium, or in a bar with friends, or even just sitting at home, I have my soccer jersey on, a nice cold beer in my FC Bayern Munich glass, like I have here, and I just enjoy the time cheering for my team, rooting for my team. Sometimes I even wear FC Bayern shirts underneath my jersey, like I have here. And I also have another jersey. I'm a very big fan of FC Bayern Munich. So, in Germany, there are two leagues that I watch consistently. And they are the Bundesliga, which is the main league comparable to the MLS in the United States. According to WorldSoccerTalk.com, Fox's two live Bundesliga games have been watched by 468,000 people. That would be the Stuttgart versus Hamburg game. And an estimated 400,000 to 500,000 people for the Bayer Leverkusen versus Bayern Munich game. The first Bundesliga game was played August 24th, 1964, and the first team to actually win the league title was FC Cologne, with the head coach George Knupfli, states Bundesliga.com history. The Bundesliga consists of 16 teams which compete to win the first place in a spot in the UEFA Champions League. The top spot for the last 4 years in a row has been FC Bayern Munich, something that was never done before. The teams that fall in the bottom spots are subject to relegation and must play a match against the top two teams in the second league. If the top two teams in the first league lose to the second league teams, then the second league teams move up and the first league teams move down. The next competition that I watch is the UEFA Champions League. UEFA.com explains that each of the top leagues in Europe allows 4 of the top teams to enter the Champions League competition, with the previous year winner already allotted a slot, even if they do not finish in the top 4 of the league. The main thing that the team's upper management and the sporting directors seem to care a lot about is the prizes that come along with the competition. Now, when I did research about this, I did not know this before, that the teams make awful lot of money competing in this competition. Even though the fee to enter the group stages, if you make it that far, is 12 million euro. And the teams get money for each game played, and it's broken down like this. There are 3 qualifying rounds. The first is 200,000, the second is 300,000, and the third is 400,000. Now, once you get to the playoffs, that's when you start getting the most amount of your money. That's when it goes into the millions. With the winning the final and the championship is 15 million. So you can tell that the $12 million group stage fee you'll make it up for in the semifinals, quarterfinals, the round of 16, and the group stages. Well, after the lower-ranking teams face each other and the qualifying games are finished, there is a live drawing that takes place, and it happens on live television. And it's a pretty big deal in Germany. Since being in Germany since 2010, I have yet to miss a live drawing on TV. The drawing happens when all the team names are written on a piece of paper and put into plastic balls, and then they're put into a bowl. Usually they have a VIP guest to draw the names and the balls and who they're facing. This is done for each group. As these events go on, they announce everything about the team's history, where they have competed, how they did in the last Champions League, and so on and so forth. After the teams are picked in the group stages and all the games have been played, it is narrowed down from 32 teams to just 16. This now brings us to the next starting point in the competition, which is called the round of 16. The round of 16 is the best 16 teams out of 32. There's another live drawing, just the same process as the group stages. The round of 16 is a bit different though. A VIP guest still picking the names, but now it's in two bowls, and their teams are separated. Instead of just picking out of the balls and putting them into groups, they now must pick who the team plays and where they play. They pick one for the team and then the other for the team that they play. The first team that gets picked is the home team, and they play 2 games each, one home game and one away game. And the best score of the 2 games moves forward to the next round and to the quarterfinals. This process is now the same throughout the tournament until they reach the final. Since being in Germany, I've traveled around Europe, watching soccer matches in the stadiums, in different bars, and all over the place that you can think of. There's nothing like going to a soccer match, sitting in the stands, and singing the team's anthem while they try and score goals, or even just motivating your team to get into some free space and make something happen that's amazing. For this reason, soccer became the ultimate thing for me to watch, to play, and to keep as a hobby. Thank you.